Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. Except the hand of God intervenes, it is sacrosanct. Come May 29, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be sworn in, and of course, the pending issues concerning the stoppage of the inauguration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu for May 29 have all been addressed, except for one, where the judge literally that well, for better understanding of what happened there, just check our playlist to get to see the drama that took place in the courtroom to that effect. But right now, Labour Party have decided to take a different route. May 29 seems to be sacrosanct. The question is, how are they intending to reclaim back their mandate? In a moment, we're going to find out what it is and what Labour Party lawmakers elect are doing at the background to ensure things move on smoothly, even also for them. Well, before we go into the newspaper, kindly subscribe to our channel by clicking on the right subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as to update a channel on YouTube. Well, Ogwuogu, a member of Labour Party who mobilized members of his constituency to Ogwuogu Square in Nimo community on Friday for prayers, said he was very confident that Obi will recover the mandate given to him by Nigerians. An interdenominational prayer meeting for the presidential candidate of Labour Party LP, Mr. Peter Obi, has been organized by Honorable George Ozodinobi, the House of Representative member-elect for Aniocha Njikoka Dunukofia Federal Constituency of Anambra State. Ozodinobi, a member of Labour Party who mobilized members of his constituency to Ogwuogu Square in Nimo community on Friday for prayers, said he was very confident that Obi will recover the mandate given to him by Nigerians. He said, and I quote him word for word, "This is an interdenominational prayer meeting consisting of all Christian clergies. You can see the level of turnout of my constituency. We all turned out here to pray for Mr. Peter Obi, who is also my constituent too. Wow. We are very convinced that Obi won the election of February 25th, but his mandate was unjustly given to someone else. So what we have done here today is to call on God to retrieve the mandate. Obi must be president of Nigeria. That we are sure of. They can only delay it, but even if it is one day to the end of the tenure, he will retrieve his mandate. My only fear is that when Obi, will change the presidential election timetable in Anambra or in Nigeria, like he did in Anambra, INEC will now tax Nigerians twice to conduct presidential elections separately and then others too. Earlier, Reverend Father Venatius Ogwuogu, parish priest of St. Mary's Catholic Parish, Ifitidunu, Reverend C.C. Moloku and Reverend Michael Ufaru led the sermon, prayer and praise sessions respectively. Father Ogwuogu in his homily said, if we all keep quiet and refuse to speak, the country would continue to deteriorate. What happened during the election is theft of mandate. We are persistent in calling that votes should count in Nigeria because we can only hold those we voted to account. Those whom we did not vote for, but they stole the mandate, will never reckon with us. They announced the winner of an election, and there was no jubilation anywhere. We are confident that God can do all things, and He will use the judges to do it. And you will see the real jubilation the day they will announce Peter Obi. Well, I don't want to sound pessimistic. Well, I don't also want to look as if I don't have faith. Okay, I believe strongly in miracle. I'm a product of miracle myself. But the truth is, we saw what happened in 26th of May 2023. We're all pending court cases over the issue of inauguration on Bola Ahmed Tinubu, double nomination of Shettima, all on the issue of inauguration or president-elect of Bola Ahmed Tinubu was trashed. And all of them had unique skin code, which was fining the petitioners. As in, some of them had 2 million, some 40 million, some 50 million for the technicalities were involved. All right, some say for want of a lack of a local standee. Some others said that jurisdiction, they don't have the jurisdiction to hear the case, whatever. And if Bola Ahmed Tinubu was not sworn in then, and such things happen, it would take a miracle. Really, to take a miracle for judges to say or to look at it in a different dimension, judging the fact that the way our three arms of government is wired, the executive still sign the salaries of the judiciary, and this is a highest honor, commander of chief of armed forces. It's except it's going to be a fearless judge who fears God and fears no man. It's going to be a fearless judge who really doesn't care, but all he wants to leave a legacy for himself. Okay, just maybe that miracle can happen. Okay, but then again, before this whole thing played out, I could still remember Prophet Faye, Pastor Faye. Right now, he's battling with so many things right now as we speak. He made prophecies. 90% of that prophecy has come to pass. The few one that's about to come to pass, he was arrested. A lot of allegations are placed on him over different thing entirely from the prophecy he made. Before the prophecy, such allegations didn't come to fair. I'm not saying it could be because of the prophecy, but I'm only saying the coincidental situation where it happened is too coincidental for it to be ignored. He said something unique. He said, look, this will happen, that will happen. Peter Obi will not be sworn in immediately. In fact, he did mention that they will be arrested, that Peter Obi will be arrested, and that there will be ceremony. Okay, there will be ceremony for the president-elect, but on the day of the election, on the day of the handing over, or the day of inauguration, there will be an outbreak of some sort of protest that will go to redefine the whole process. And all this while, Peter Obi at some point to be arrested. I'm just giving you a summary of the prophecy he made, and eventually, not now, but in the future, not too distant future, probably 9 months. He didn't really specify the time frame, but it's going to take a little while. Peter Obi will recover his mandate and he will be sworn in. Okay, that was in summary of what his prophecy said, and about 90% of it has already taken place. So the question is, will the remaining one take place? I still believe in miracle, but realistically, I'm only saying it will take the hand of God. Though he's in Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces. He's the controller of all powers apart from spiritual powers. All powers when it comes to the issue of executive. And to a great extent, the way we are running even the politics and democracy in Nigeria, the executive is aligning with the judiciary is aligning with the legislative chamber. But actually, those three arms are meant to checkmate one another, to audit one another, but they're now working in synergy. So, technically speaking, the whole aim of audit and checking of one another is almost defeated. So I don't know how this will play out, but I really do hope that the people's voice will prevail. That's going to wrap it up. Let's meet in the comment section. What's your take?